Welcome to the IRA Club Educational Series. This webinar is on the topic of self-directed IRA partnering. Now, why would we be interested in this? Well, this might help your IRA make bigger and possibly better investments. Let's begin. Let's talk about how this is going to work for you. All right. Now, who is this important for? This topic is of interest to people who are active investors, because active investors are always seeking extra funds. It's interesting for people who are partners. In other words, we see a lot of partnering with spouses, husbands and wives, or other partnerships, maybe two brothers, two sisters, you and a friend can partner, and you'll see how in a moment. Very important for juvenile IRAs. We see a lot of juvenile IRAs that partner, and we'll see why. Again, that's very important coming up here. And so let's take a look at how this works. Right? Let's say that you just found a wonderful investment opportunity. This opportunity fits everything that you want. It's got the return you're seeking. It's got appreciation potential you like. It's got the features that fit you. This opportunity is a perfect fit for your investment model. There's one problem. The opportunity costs more than your IRA has in investable funds. Well, that's really a problem because many people will just walk away from that opportunity. Walking away is very disappointing because you've worked hard finding the right investment. We have to look at a lot of properties, do a lot of filtering to get to that investment opportunity that we like. When we find it and realize we're a few dollars short and all that time is wasted, that's upsetting. So we want to save and get into those opportunities in a way that is beneficial for us. By walking away, though, your IRA is going to miss out on all the upside potential. That's what we want to avoid. So by knowing just a few simple features of the self-directed IRA, you can easily participate in this opportunity. Your IRA can partner to make investments that your IRA may have otherwise missed. For our example, let's assume the investment opportunity is going to cost $100,000. And further, let's assume that you have $60,000 of investable capital in your IRA. Clearly, we're short. So let's take a look at our opportunities so we can save this opportunity for us. Self-directed IRA partnership type 1. Now, I'm going to tell you there's three types of partnerships we're going to discuss. This is the first one. Your IRA can partner with another IRA. So here's our investment opportunity. It's a $100,000 property. Now, by the way, in this slide presentation, we're using real estate, but it doesn't have to be real estate. It could be whatever investment fits your requirements. We said that your IRA has $60,000 of investable capital. You're talking to your friend, Jack, about the opportunity. He likes it too. He says, that's a really good project. My IRA has $40,000 of investable capital. And you can kind of see where we're going. $100,000 project. Your IRA invests $60,000. Jack's IRA invests $40,000. Your IRA owns 60% of the property. Jack's IRA owns 40% of the property. The opportunity is saved. That opportunity that you would have walked away from and missed out on is now in your IRA. Granted, it's only 60%, but it's what your IRA could afford, and you didn't lose the opportunity. So this should open up for everyone lots of thinking about all the possibilities that you have to make investments even when they're a little bit more than your IRA can afford. So let's take a look at some notes. Number one, The title will carry the name of both IRAs and the percentage of ownership. So, for example, the title will read Bob's IRA 60%, Jack's IRA 40%, tenants in common. Now, your attorney may want something other than tenants in common. That's just our suggestion. That's the one we see most of, is tenants in common. But there are other ways to title that. As long as the owners are clearly named and the percentages are properly entered, we're all set. 2, the payouts of the earnings must be pro-rate to the amounts of the investment. In this case, when there's income, Bob's IRA will get 60%, and Jack's IRA will get 40%. Number 3, neither Bob nor Jack can charge a management fee. Number 4, we suggest a third party do the bookkeeping and the funds disbursement. Now, even though there's no specific requirement for that, it's a very good idea because it lets us leave a nice, clear trail of money coming in and money coming out. In every community, if you go online, Craigslist or wherever you might go, you're going to find many, many bookkeeping services that'll do this relatively inexpensively. And you've got this third party keeping a record of dollars that came in, dollars that went out, where they went, and that's a nice thing. And lastly, investments must be made at the start of the project. So you have to plan ahead when you're going to partner. When your IRA can afford to make the entire investment, it's much more, I don't want to say liberal, but it's much easier because the IRA is sort of paying as it goes. That's just fine. But when there's a partnership, we want the partners to invest at the beginning, so you do have to plan ahead. You do have to determine the amount of funds that this investment is going to require. Okay, so that's the first way, is your IRA partners with another IRA. The second one, your IRA can partner with an individual. Okay, let's take a look at this. Bob's IRA is $60,000. Jack doesn't even have an IRA. He likes the opportunity. He says, I don't have an IRA, but I do have $40,000 of investable capital. The two can invest together. Bob's IRA, $60,000. Jack's IRA, $40,000. Bob's IRA owns 60%. Jack, the individual, owns 40%. And let's go through our notes again. Title will carry the name of both investors. Bob's IRA, 60%. Jack, an individual, 40%. Payouts will be pro-rate to the investment, 60-40 in this case. Bob cannot charge a management fee. We do suggest a third-party bookkeeping service if possible. And the investment should be made at the start of the project. Okay. 3 types. Here's the third one. Your IRA can partner with you, an individual. Let's take a look. Here you are. Here's your IRA. It's got $60,000. And you as an individual have $40,000 of investable capital. Now, your IRA actually might have way more than $60,000 of investable capital. But you only want to put $60,000 from your IRA into this project because you've got other projects you want to do with your IRA. So there's lots of variables here. Your IRA invests 60. You as an individual invest 40. Your IRA owns 60%. You as an individual own 40%. The title will carry the names of both investors. So it'll say Bob's IRA 60%. Bob, an individual, 40%. Tenants in common. The payouts are always pro-rate, 60%, 40%. Bob may not charge a management fee. And of course, Bob's IRA may not charge a management fee either. We do suggest a third-party bookkeeping service. And the investment must be made at the start of the project. Again, plan ahead. Okay. So the advantages of partnering are clear. It allows your IRA to make investments that otherwise may have gotten away. Now, it says never miss an opportunity again. I shouldn't have said never. Reduce the number of opportunities that you miss, right? So every time you see an opportunity, you want to consider that an opportunity that your IRA cannot afford, or that you want to diversify your money in other ways. Who do you know that has an IRA that would like to invest in this type of opportunity? The IRA Club can convert their IRA from its existing form to a self-directed IRA. We're happy to do that. Or ask yourself, who is a personal investor who has their own capital who would like an opportunity such as this? And of course, consider yourself as another investor in this project. So you can see how active investors would use partnering. Partners, again, husbands, wives, common, but any kind of partnering. We have brothers, we have sisters, we have people who are cousins, we have people who are just, friends that work together. Minor IRAs. Now, I want to pause for a moment and talk about minor IRAs with partnering. Partnering is very, very important for the minor IRA because minor IRAs, although very, very profitable, and these, accounts are going to grow to tremendous amounts, they do start small. So let's say you just started an IRA for your 4 children, put $5,000 into each one. You find this $100,000 opportunity. Let's say your IRA invests $80,000 and each of the 4 children invest $5,000, giving us the $100,000, and your children will participate, your children's IRA will participate in this wonderful opportunity. So you can see these are very, very powerful for all types of investing formats. So if you're ready to start your own self-directed IRA, please call us, the IRA Club, 312-795-0988. Thank you.